Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. This video is for agnostics and atheists and people from the Abrahamic faiths, Christians, Muslims, Jews, people who are monotheistic, what have you. It is about evil. It is evil to suppress the most righteous person that ever lived and suppress his argument when he can easily prove that in reality, with logic and not with ulterior motives, but with a logical interpretation, that the miracles in the Bible are figurative and that he's the Messiah. Why? Well, there's 68 million people who die every year. And over half of them are Christian, Muslims, and Jews. And there's other people who are monotheistic and other people who are curious about the Messiah as well. So they die without ever meeting the Messiah. And if they're not a Christian or Muslim or Jew, they die without ever meeting the most righteous person that ever lived in their eyes. Okay, universally righteous. They die without ever seeing him in his rightful place, without him leading them, etc. They die without hearing his explanation in person, in a way that they know actually comes from him, what have you. And according to their religions, of the 68 million people that die every year, 34 million of them are people who believe that if they don't obey God through me, that they're almost certainly not going to heaven, if not going to heaven. Now, what do you call an agnostic or an atheistic person who says because they don't believe in a free country where people are supposed to have constitutional rights, that it's magically okay for them to do what is pure evil, and that is to suppress the Messiah, to suppress the most righteous person that ever lived? Every minute, 64 Christian, Muslims, and Jews, over 64 of them, die every minute. That's one every second. By the time we get to this point in the video, already, over 130 Christian and Muslims and Jews have died in the time it's taken me to make this video up to this point. More than that. Can you imagine people who are so evil that they think that it's a good idea to suppress who I am? That they send 68 million people to meet their Maker every year, where over half of them want to meet the Messiah. They want to know they're right with God, and they prevent them. Because to them, being a narcissistic and selfish person to them is more important than treating these people fairly, than letting these people complete their religious journey and their life journey by finding their Messiah. Every single second, a Christian, a Muslim, or Jewish person dies. I have thousands of videos, over 15,000 videos on the internet, and they're basically all suppressed. Now, who could justify it? The English royal family, for example? Are they doing something so important that you suppress the Messiah? Who, the Pope? The churches with all their bad reputation? Who exactly is doing something that is so important that you send 68 million people to meet their Maker every year without hearing the Messiah, without meeting the Messiah, without being led by him, without them acknowledging him, without them honoring God by honoring me? Who could possibly be doing something important that's that important? The LGBT community? Are you kidding me? For your gay parades? Don't let that be the reason. Who? What? When? Where? How? Why?